Good morning and welcome to day 9 of May Vlogs. A slightly wet start to today's vlog. Yeah, very wet school run. Okay, so I'm all relatively dried off now. My schedule for today has been a little bit kind of messed up because of the bank holiday. I hadn't factored it in when I worked out kind of my work plans. And because of the bank holiday, I couldn't order yarn on Monday, which meant I had to order it yesterday. So it's not actually going to arrive until today. And it doesn't usually arrive until about 4 o'clock, which is fine. But I was meant to spend the day kind of warping and I haven't got enough yarn to warp. So I can't do that. And I haven't got enough yarn to dye, so I can't get any dyeing done. So I think what I'm going to do is just going to have a bit of a kind of a bitty day. So I'm going to get some yarn skeined. I'm going to maybe try and go and make some minis a little bit later on, and just sort of get those jobs done that I would normally get done kind of in the evenings or when Tom gets home from work. And then I'll catch up with my warping another time then, I guess. So this is my box of yarn to get skeined. There's a couple of random new colourways here. I just dyed up a few bits just to have a few. I haven't named these or anything. I was just having a bit of a play really. So you've got this kind of blue purple one, and then there's another one which is kind of pinks and blues. And then under here we've got a couple of fade kits, I think. And oops, I'm going to get these all tangled up now. And then there's a few more in the box down there. That need to get skeined up. So I am going to stick something on the TV and settle in and do this. Here we go. One lovely box of skeined yarn. So we've got some some Duplo. That shows I have kids, doesn't it? We've got some hopscotch here. This was one of the Spring Garden collections, and there's also some Kiss Chase, which again is a Spring Garden collection colourway. These are the two new ones that I was talking about, which I haven't named yet. So there's this lovely sort of blues and turquoise one, and then if I can get them out, the pinks, sort of pinks, purples and turquoise in that one. And then there is just one random fade kit in here because the other one got sent out with a dye to order, as well as a couple of gradient party fade kits. Are these ones, and was there anything else? Oh, and just some storm cloud, just kind of my darker grey colour. So now I'm going to go and make a start on making some minis, I think. Making the most of a slightly quieter work day and putting away the copious amounts of kids' laundry that have been sitting in this basket for probably nearly a week. My yarn arrived. That is a big box of yarn. I'm not quite sure whether this is all going to fit on my shelves, but we will have to see. Whoops. Stay. And it is full as well. I do have to say that they do need to sort out their packaging because it is lots of plastic, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. Lots and lots of undyed yarn ready to go on my shelves. So it totally didn't all fit on my shelves, and I've had to pile up a load in one of those boxes. But that's fine, because hopefully in the next couple of days I will be dyeing up enough to maybe empty one of those cubbies. We will see how it goes. One little boy, all clean and ready for bed. So we've just put the kids to bed, although they're still wide awake and will probably be down multiple times. And I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to work on tonight. I need to put the other half of this heel into these socks. So these are Haunted Mansion colourway by Debbie at Down Sheepy Lane, and I finished the first sock. So I think that's going to be my first job tonight, is to get that heel in and finished. And then I don't quite know what else I want to work on. I've pulled out my box of projects to have a little look. I mean, these are my what I was working on yesterday. So this is the Honeybee Dance socks by Helen Stewart, Curious Handmade. And as you can see, last night I got the second colour and sort of halfway through the third colour there as well. And I'm using, these are the ones I'm using, the Lay Family Yarn and Friends minis, and it's the Betsy Makes, which is the other collaborator for these ones. I'm really liking how these are knitting up. So I could do a bit of work on those, but they're a new cast on, so they kind of feel like a bit of a luxury to work on. And then I've also got my shawl that I really need to work on. I keep getting it out and doing a tiny bit, but just not as much as I should do, really. I just keep getting distracted, I think, but I could do a bit of work on that. It's really simple and it is quite mindless. So this is the Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli, and the yarn I'm using is King Fibres in the Cactus colourway and the Platinum colourway, and you've already seen these on the vlog so far, but I've got my little beaded progress keeper from Hannah at Corner of Craft there, and of course the project bags are all so far the little grey girl, because you know my obsession. But then I've also got my Dust of Snow wrap, which really needs a bit of work. I need to catch up. I have got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colours in here. So that's January, February, March. I'm only halfway through April. I was going to add 2 colours a month throughout the year, so I really need to catch up with that. So I could do a little bit of that. I'm kind of falling out of love with this. I don't know, it's not the pattern, it's the mohair, to be honest. I'm not liking the effect that the mohair's given me with these darker colours. Yeah, I'm really not liking it. I'm actually quite tempted, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm actually quite tempted to rip this out and do it without the mohair. But it feels like quite a lot of work to rip out. But I just don't know whether I'm going to wear it with the mohair in there. I don't know. Yeah, so that's kind of all the major projects that I've got on my needles at the moment. So I think I need to have a little think and decide what I'm going to do tonight.